Yeah, I've got 69 degrees out right now, and it had a little bit of rain just maybe half an hour ago. I got just enough to tip the bucket, so it's got 1/100th of an inch, and it quit already. But just enough to wet the ground. Yeah, I was listening to John WATD talking about the peppers, and it reminded me of a day that years ago my wife and I had gotten some fresh cayenne peppers, and we dried them out, and I spent a couple hours grinding them up, and then I had to go to the bathroom. Well, I learned a lesson. Wash your hands first. Aye, N8VFK.
I knew that was coming because that happened to my wife's uncle.
I was crying, my wife was laughing.
Well, now I got a story also. It's not quite with the same body part, but when I was stationed out in Camp Irwin, California, and my uncle lived up in Bakersfield, or up in Portersville, up north. And a lot of times I'd take a bus. If you wore a uniform, you could you get a pretty good cheap ticket for a bus. So I got on the bus in, let me see, it was in Bakersfield. No, not Bakersfield, Barstow. I got on the bus at Barstow, and we started up north, and they stopped this little restaurant. It was a little, down in Southern California, they're all Mexican food. So I stopped in there, and we was going to eat something, and I asked the waitress if, well, I could handle jalapenos pretty easy. So I asked the waitress, she had some peppers. She said, well, I have some, but they're pretty hot, habaneros. And she said, you got to be careful with them. So I said, well, I'll try them. So she gave them to me, and they were hot. So anyway, I went ahead, I ate part of it, got back on the bus, and back then air conditioning wasn't in the bus, and it had like steam on the windows, so I wiped the windows off, and then I sort of fell asleep and leaned over, and that there moisture that I was moving around had habanero juice in it, got in my eye, and when I got to my uncle's place, I had one red eye, and I had that red eye for about 3 days. WB8BMW.
Well, I got one for you. I was up in the sand dunes of Michigan, and it was hot outside. And I didn't realize it, but there was poison ivy in those sand. And, we were partying that night. This is back when I was young. We were partying, drinking a whole bunch of beer. You got to take a leak every now and then. Well, I didn't realize, but I had poison ivy on my hands, and I was miserable for about 2 weeks. Try that one out.
Yeah, Alan, I've known somebody, I'm not allergic to poison ivy, never was, but I had a friend had a very similar story in a way very similar to yours. He didn't know what it looked like, and let's say he walked off into the woods to do a number 2, and he used the wrong leaf. And AVFK.
That hurts just thinking about it. KEAUKZ.
all I did is I told him, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that.
You're doing all right there, Cliff, HXX?
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Really enjoying the weather. It got a little hot yesterday, so I stayed on the cool side of the door for the most part. And I heard you call me yesterday morning, and I responded, and I was looking at my power meter. Yeah, I'm putting out power. Because I would usually glance over it periodically. Then when I let go of the key, I heard you say that there was no audio. That's the second time that's happened with this IC9700. And I realized both times is when I had the software, the remote control software connected to it, because I like to kind of play around with that. But honestly, that software for this radio is kind of worthless. But I found out that if you just close the program, it dorks up some of your settings, and even though the radio settings look like they're correct, like your tone, they're not. It actually changes the microphone configuration into a different setting, and you either have to go into the manual or the radio and manually reset it, or I just reprogram it with the RT systems and it takes care of it. So I was scratching my head with that yesterday, and I found a blog in Reddit that actually spelled it right out. So yeah, I got the radio working again, and everything's good. NAVFK.
Well, at least we know now who it was. Yeah, you ought to remember to do that whenever you upgrade. But, wow. Yeah, we had good signal, but no audio. But glad I figured it out, and you'll remember next time.
Yeah, I'm just going to reconfigure my computer to, I got to do a little bit of a network reconfiguration and plug it in directly to the Ethernet on the back of the radio instead of using the USB, because it's got a server built right into it. So I'm just not going to use that software anymore. It's not written correctly for the 9700 anyway, and they're not really putting any effort to updating it. So the software anyway. I'm not even going to use that software.
There you go. Well, at least you know. Sounds good. Alrighty. You have a good day there. HXX.
Well, hopefully we'll get a little bit of rain today. That's my grass is not even hardly growing anymore. It's like all of a sudden it just kind of quit, and it actually was getting some brown spots in my yard. Like, wow. So hopefully we get a little bit of rain to quench the grass, quench the gardens, and the farmers are getting their crops in, and give them a little bit of moisture because they're going to need it. NAVFK, I see it's Jim's time, so WBABMW, NAVFK, you ready, Jim?
Good morning, Cliff. Yeah, I guess so. But I think, no hot coffee, and I'm sleepy, and I got to make at least one contact. And then if Craig is up to it, maybe I could turn it over to him this morning. Because I feel about 25%. So N8VFK, I think that's your N8VFK, Cliff. I think I got it written down right. Thanks for the intro there, Cliff, and I'm going to go up to the competition between Blaster and WD-40 and Muscle and Sinew. KB8, TBQ, WB8, VMW. How about it, Ron? Are you looking at your equipment and threatening it, or you want to go over and start moving it around? WB8, VMW.
WB8 VMW, this is KB8 TPQ. Good morning, Jim. Yeah, sir. I've been listening for a few minutes here, and I was hoping you're going to get on. You sound a little bit on the weak side. Yeah, you need to take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm staring her down, and I think I've been very fortunate. Blaster or WD-40, as long as I don't misuse it and squirt myself, it helps a lot. But yeah, I'm going to get knocking on that those weights over there, and then I'll be standing at 7 o'clock right here at the radio, staring down the treadmill and waiting for somebody to call me. Who's going to be running the show this morning? KB8 TPQ back to WB8 VMW.
W8WKY.
All righty, Ron. Yeah, well, I probably Mr. Chipper, but I'm not. No, it wouldn't be Mr. Chipper. Let me see. It's either Phil or Stephen, one or the other. Usually Stephen comes in and lets us know he's going to be on there. But I want to see if Craig wants to take it over, so... Because I don't know. It's a chore. You know, when you don't get no sleep, the brain does not work efficiently, and well, you feel lousy. So well, at least I got you in here, Ron. Don't want to forget you. Now we'll see if Craig's up to taking over. AAHCT, WB8, VMW.
Break, W8ELM, there's a V.
Yes, Jim, this is AAHCT. Stefan's got a VE session this morning, so it will probably be Phil. And yes, if you would like, I will muddle through your list for you. Not as good as you do it, but we can muddle through. So, yeah, I'll be back, and if that's okay with you, for a quick final, and then I'll start down through your list. This is AAHCT.
All righty, Craig. Well, I could probably do it, but it wouldn't be... like normal, because my brain is just a fog all over it. So I'm going to turn it over to you, and maybe I'll be better. Maybe I'll get back on tomorrow morning, and maybe I'll feel better. Maybe I'll get some sleep. So 7 trees, everybody, and get some sleep, and you won't end up strung out like me. WB8 VMW. Over to you, Craig. And thanks a lot.
Well, Jim, you take care of yourself. That's important, too, because you know what? We want you to be around for a long time yet. Well, if we want to start out down his normal list, I think KI5 SSR is usually his first call. So we'll see if Jeanette's out there this morning. Good morning, Jeanette. This is AAHCT in for Jim. All right, nothing heard. I don't know if Nance is going to be out there. We can give her a call, KI5OZZ. Good morning, Nancy. If you're out there, we'd love to hear just a quick good morning. AAHCT. All right, hey, we're going down the list pretty quick here. But this next one might be something that's going to be in our future. K8PMI, good morning, Phil, and I think you have the Barometer Net this morning, if I'm not mistaken. This is AA8CT.
AA8CT, this is K8PMI, and yes, I do. Good morning. Sorry to hear that Jim wasn't feeling well. I heard the traffic, but yeah, I didn't get on till right about 6:30 because I had to update my node, and it took about 20 minutes for that thing to update. Unbelievable. But yeah, we got a little bit of rain on and off. I think it's about past, and we should have a nice day today, and then rain comes back in around 5 o'clock. According to the radar. But other than that, I'll let you run the show there, and I'll get you at the top of the hour. This is K8PMI.
All right, Phil, we definitely will. And I don't know if JJ's in there this morning or not. N9TN, this is AA8CT. Good morning, JJ. Well, I'm glad this isn't baseball because that would be 3 strikes. But anyway, now it's my favorite tongue twister. Love to do this and love to hear his reply back. So here we go. AC8AT. Good morning, John. This is AA8CT. I hope you're out there, and I hope everything up in Elyria is doing just fine.
Top of the morning to you, Craig. AA8CT, AC8AT. Well, I gotta put my tongue back on its roller after I say that, Craig. Elyria's 73 degrees and gonna have a high of 80 today. And like somebody said, I think after 4 o'clock we're gonna get some thunderstorms. With that, Phil, I'm going to be in and out for the net. Yeah, I'm tired too this morning. I had to go to the hospital yesterday for some tests, and that was not fun. Anyway, I'll let you round them up, Craig. You're always doing a good job, and Craig, your enthusiasm is contagious. I love that about you. Anyway, and 24 steps to report to Jim. AA8CT, AC8AT. Top of the morning to all, Craig.
Well, John, top of the morning right back at you, I tell you. And good to hear that you've got those steps going, and just take it easy because we don't want you to go backwards. And if it stays at 24 for a while, that's perfect. But, yes. So we're going to clear with AC8AT, and we're going to move down and see if Chris is out there. KE8MMY. Good morning, Chris. AA8CT.
AA8CT, KE8MMY. Good morning, and thanks for taking the net. And I hope Jim gets a little bit of sleep. The National Day calendar today on Saturday the 6th is pretty full. Applesauce Cake Day, D-Day, Drive-In Movie Day, Eyewear Day, Gardening Exercise Day, Higher Education Day, Yo-Yo Day, Black Bear Day, Bubbly Day, Prairie Day, and Trails Day. So there's about something for just about anybody in there, I would suppose. Tomorrow is South Central Park give me a quick nickel. Tomorrow at South Central Park, it's the end of Route 83 there where the North Ridgeville Library is across the way. is a big park, and on the south end of the park there's parking and pavilions and everything, and we're going to have a handheld and antenna day. So it's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and they're going to have different antenna demonstrations and all sorts of good fun stuff. So bring your gear, bring nothing at all, and just come hang out and enjoy and learn something. 388 MMY. You have a good trip down this log there. We'll catch you later.
All right, John may be out getting breakfast. I don't know. I know he's here because we talked earlier. WA8GXX. Good morning again, Tom. And actually, the sun just broke through the clouds down here. So, how's your day going so far?
W8WKY repeater PL114.8.
Yeah. So I had a dog out second time. I seen we had just a real light shower. But according to radar, it's probably it till this evening. So it should be a pretty decent day for anybody, sports and that. And yeah, unusually warm. A couple days ago we was in the 40s. So yeah, I like the warm, and at least it's not going to get as hot today, so that's good. You have a great day. Thanks for helping out. AACT WAGXX.
Well, it's always good to hear you in the mornings, and sometimes the crew gets really, really short, and it's like you, me, and a couple others, but that's great. Yeah, I wonder if the vacationing, shall we say, sojourner from up here is up and awake yet. So we'll give Mr. Mark K4OG. Good morning, Mark. Are you up and still vacationing? This is AAHCT.
AAHCT, K4OG. Good morning, everyone. Yes, sir, still vacationing. This is the last day. And my charter boat captain, he had a charter today. The group kind of fell apart, dwindled down to 4, and he said, hey, you want to go today? I said, heck yeah. So I'm getting to go fishing, deep sea fishing in the Gulf. It's probably going to be bumpy, but we're going to do it. And Greg, if I don't make it back to Ohio, just consider me shark bait. K4OG, back to the net. Good morning, everyone.
Well, good morning to you, Mark, and I don't think you're going to be shark bait. I think you're going to come back with a fish story that's so long, you're going to have to carry it in 2 buckets. But maybe I'm wrong. I hope the last day of your vacation goes well, good health, and have some fun. And, yeah, you know, an old Navy guy like you popping around on the Gulf of America, that shouldn't be anything. That's just that's pond waves. So have a... We will talk to you down the log. Take care, my friend, and look forward to hearing when you do get back up north here. With that, we're going to clear with K4OG, and we're going to see if KE8SFS, Mr. Southern Mark, is listening, and we'd love to hear from you. I heard you got your car running, and that's a good thing. AAHCT.
Well, bad news is the car is not running now. It was running Thursday. He got it going. And all of a sudden Friday, I decided to go get a haircut. And when you know it, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't run. So I called him and left a message in his phone. So hope he got the message and, call me back sometime today. Yeah. Doggone phone, doggone car. I'm ready to shoot that son of a gun. If I had a gun. But other than that, doing okay and everything. And laying here on my bed and listening to you guys talking. And I think I might go back to bed myself. And with that, I'll give it back to you, Phil. Kia F8 Serapod Toaster.
Well, Mark, I'm sorry to hear about the car, but we're glad that you're on, and we're glad to hear your voice, and that does account for something. And unless the electrons break down, we're here 6 days a week. So there you have it. Good luck. I hope that you get it running again. And with that, we're going to clear with KE8SFS, and we're going to go down and see if KC8FQV, Mr. Net himself. Good morning, Mark. How is your day started? I heard you in there this morning briefly. This is AA8CT.
Hello, AA8CT. I'm here. Well, what happened to Jim? Was he doing something? Oh, that was today, that big wedding deal. Is that what he's doing today? But yeah, everything's going good. I did some of that late last night. Went to sleep, woke up at 1, so I didn't plan. I don't plan them, but if I wake up, I wake up. If not, I sleep through. But this morning it was dark out still, and I seen the front light come on. So I figured, when I opened the door and the cat came in. The cat went out sometime last night or yesterday late evening. So she finally came in at like 5. So everything else is going good. I did a lot of nuts last night. So we'll send it back. And I think Phil's running a thing this morning, so he might be already logging them. So we'll send it back. You, Craig, AA8CT, KSFQV.
All right, Mark. Well, good morning to you. And the number of nets you do baffles me. I mean, I'm in amazement of how many nets you get into, and that's great. And that's what this hobby is all about. So we're going to clear with KC8FQV, and we're going to go down and see KE8HNK. Elmer, how's your day? And are you trackside, or I don't know if you were on early this morning. We were talking about the journey of the big boy back to the east, and do you have any plans to go see it? This is AA8CT. All right, well, we're going to keep this thing moving. We'll try and check back, or maybe Elmer will check in right at the tail end there, or at least check in on the net itself. KD8, ZSH, Randy. I'm going to guess one dog, and that was just a wild guess, so how are you this morning? This is AA8CT.
KD8, ZSH, good morning. Right now, none. They just finished their snacks and They're looking at me like I got to get up and go take them somewhere, so I guess I better do it. Just want to say hi to everybody. I hope the weekend's turning out fantastic. We've got rain here in Allen. It's coming down pretty good when let the dogs out this morning, so I guess that means that we don't have to go out and water the flowers later on today, so that's good. Well, you guys have a great weekend and have a great day. KD8 GSH clear, back to net. 73s, everybody.
All right, we're going to clear with KD8 ZSH, and we're going to go down and see if the coordinator, administrator, and all in all knows everything about the baseball varmint team, or is it the baseball varmint league? I don't know. KA8MNT, good morning, Tom, and what news do you have? I think you were heading down to the Beavers down somewhere in Georgia. I don't know. This is AA8CT. Good morning, Tom.
W8WKY.
All right, maybe he got stuck in one of the rest areas on the way down there and had to take a nap. Let's visit the JAXs and see how things going down there. W8JAX and K8JAX, Rod and Wendy, good morning from Ohio. How's everything down in Jacksonville this morning? This is AA8CT.
Hey, good morning there, Craig, and to all on the pre-net. This is W8JAX, and we are Portable Pedestrian here. Miss Wendy and Miss Lucy are walking with me this morning.
Good morning, Craig. This is K8JAX down here in Jacksonville. We're having a good morning.
Yeah, we have mostly clear skies, the moon shining down on us, and the sun is rising off to the east here over the ocean, and so we're going up to, right now it's about 68 degrees down here, going up to the mid-80s. That's pretty normal for this time of the year here in northern Florida. And speaking of statistics today, northern Ohio will be getting 55 more seconds of daylight than yesterday. But that number is beginning to reduce quite quickly here. And you guys up north, though, have 59 more minutes of daylight than we do down here in lower latitude Florida. Thanks for doing the pre-net there. I'm not sure where Jim is, but good to hear you on there, Craig. Back to you, W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All right, Rob. Well, thank you so much for both you and Wendy checking in. And Jim just had a bad night last night, didn't get much sleep, and I'm sitting here drinking coffee. And so he said, would I? And I said, yeah, I'm glad to help out anytime. And it's always great to hear from you, and I love you. Don't know how many times during the day I mentioned, well, we have friends down in Jacksonville, and we play radio in the morning, and they tell us how much more daylight we get just about every day. And then all of a sudden, what is about the 20-something, you're going to be breaking even. Then we're going to start going in the other direction. So you're going to pick up a few seconds. So great to hear both of you. Thank you for all that you do. Rod and Wendy, both of you, great check-ins all the time. And, I've got a couple minutes, so I'm going to see if, one, I can get Ray in here. Then I'm going to go see on deck is going to be LJ. So good morning to you. Give Lucy a pat on the head, and we will definitely hear you down the log probably on Monday morning. With that, we're going to clear with the JAXs. This is AA8CT. Have a wonderful day, and I'm going to see if my friend in Oklahoma is still walking. K5CFY, good morning, Ray. How are you and Fred doing this morning? And heard you earlier, just wondered if you're still out walking. AA8CT.
Here too, Craig, WB6BJ, and you can put me on the list.
Hey.
All right, got you there.
K5.
Mark, not a
we're still
K5CFY.
well, we're not walking. We're back
right?
at the house, but anyway, we got
coming. So anyway, thanks for jumping in there and taking over for Jim, and I hope he gets to feeling better, and I'll give it back to you. Good to hear you, Craig. You do a great job. 73, K5, see ya, boy.
All right, it's good to hear you as well. All right, well, I kind of put LJ on the list next. Mark, I'll get to you. We've still got about 6 minutes, so I think we can maybe squeak it all in. Take care, Ray, and it's always great to hear you. So let's go to KB8LJ and see if Chuck is up this morning. Good morning, Chuck, AAHCT.
AAHCT in the group from KB8LJ. Well, good to hear you this morning. I always appreciate hearing you on the air, and appreciate your taking over for Jim this morning. Really kind of miss Jim, but you're just as good in your own way, and that's all that matters. So I'll be more than content with that. And I'm certainly enjoying the long amounts of daylight here. In fact, I was just going to check to see what time the sunrise was today here in North Homestead. I think it is probably well before 6 o'clock, if you can believe that. And sunset will be possibly right after 9 o'clock in the evening. And it means we got approximately 15 hours with the sun above the horizon. I can't complain about that. So with that, this is KB8LJ back to net. And thanks for all you do, Craig.
All right. Well, Chuck, yours is another voice I enjoy hearing in the morning, and some of the viewpoints are definitely thought-provoking. We're going to clear with KB8LJ, and we're going to go down to Tennessee. WB6BJN, Mark, you got about 2.5 minutes before I have to turn this over to Phil. So, good morning. This is AAHCT.
Thanks, Craig. WB6BJN. Everything's going good here. Currently, 30.04.5 and steady on the barometer. 61.9 on the temperature and 61 degrees on the dew point. Humidity, 95%. And 0 to 2 out of the northwest on the wind. And we got some cloudy skies. We're gonna get some thunderstorms, I think, later today. Talk more about that later. Back to you, sir. Everybody's doing good here. Sarah's doing good. I'm doing good. Back to you there, Craig. Doing a great job. And hope Jim gets to feeling better. WB6BJ.
All right, Mark. You and Sarah have a wonderful day, and the weather is the weather, and thank goodness we can't control it, because in my opinion, if we could, we'll stop right there. Anyway, all right, well, I think we're about a minute and a half away, so I know that Phil's out there lurking, doing the net logger, so loosen your fingers up, take a deep breath, take a sip of coffee, and with that, KB8PMI, this is AAHCT saying, are you ready to take over the NCO of the Barometer Net this morning, Brother Phil? Take care, and have a great day.
Good morning, Northeast Ohio, and all our outlanders. CQ. This is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. on the W8WKY repeater. We're at 147 Mark 39 megahertz with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You also can get us on Allstar at node 48496 or on EchoLink W8WKY-R. We're also linked up to some other repeaters throughout Northeast Ohio, so it should be very easy to get us. This is a control net open to any and all licensed amateurs. All traffic should go through net control. Emergency traffic is welcome to break in at any time. Your net control operator for this morning is Phil, and my call sign is K8PMI.
W8WKY.
All right, let me get it over to Brother Craig there for his final thoughts of the day. And to lead us off, did a great job filling in for Jim. He got 19 check-ins I got, so anybody that checked in from 6:30 on, I got you on the list. I also added NAWS on the list and KE8VOX, who was on the blue screen. But I think I got everybody that was on the radio there. So, Brother Craig, what's your final thoughts for the day?
Well, my final thoughts is everybody have a great day, and we're all blessed in so many ways, and so having another day is definitely a great blessing. So, Brother Phil, you take care, you start running the show, and I hope you get it up to a nice round number of, maybe let's say 56. How's that? Good luck on a Saturday. Sometimes it runs pretty good, and other times it's a little bit light. So hopefully today's a pretty good day. Thank you so much, and with that, this is AAHCT clearing with K8PMI, and as always, thank you for being the NCO. There you go. Take care, brother.
All right, we'll be clear with AAHCT. Thanks a lot there, Craig, and we'll catch you on down the log. You have a blessed day. All right, in and outs from the morning check-ins. AC8AT was in and out. Other than that, I got everybody else on there. Right now, I'm going to call for any mobiles or short time or in and outs that just want to get in and say hi real quick, and then we'll start on the list. This is K8PMI, and I'm listening.
Victor Mike Charlie, mobile, operator Dan. Good morning.
QFA, sir, Postal, sir. Martin Wadford, in and out.
KC1, UGK, Ed, Massachusetts, short time.
All right, I'll pick it up there. Mark, I got you, KE8SFS. You're in and out. I'll switch you on the log there. Sorry I didn't get to talk to you, but you have a great day. The KC1 station, I'll get right to you. I have another mobile there too, Dave. I did not get your call sign. Can you repeat your call? And you're up on the Barometer Net.
I think you're talking about me. My name is Dan, Delta Alpha November. The call is Whiskey 8 Victor Mike Charlie, W8VMC. I'm mobile, and I'm just about to hop on to 71 South, heading toward Columbus. From 76, y'all have a great Saturday, and enjoy yourself, and have a peaceful one from W8VMC Mobile.
Thanks for correcting me there, Dan. I got you, W8VMC. Thank you very much. You drive safely motoring down the road. Let's get out to I believe you said you were in Massachusetts, KC1. I didn't get the suffix, but you're up next on the Barometer Net. Can you please repeat your call?
Yeah, it's KC1.
we're not hearing anything. Is the net not functioning right over on the hub, KSFQV?
I got it there, Mark. Yeah, I think his node dropped out. KC1U, GK, I think you're on EchoLink. You cut out right after your call sign there. You want to try it again real quick? KC1U, GK. This is K8PMI.
KC1UGK. Sorry about that. I am on EchoLink. I'm in Chelmsford, Massachusetts. The name's Ed, and I was saying the 63 degrees right now with about 88% humidity, and we're expecting some storms tonight. We've had a couple of real hot days in the 80s and 90s the last 3-4 days, and now we're expecting 2 or 3 days of rain and storms. So that is what it is. We'll take it. All right, I got to go over to another net I participate in. I just wanted to give a quick check-in, and thank you for running the net. Back to net, KC1UGK.
All right, we'll be clear with KC1UGK. You came through loud and clear on that one, and we appreciate your presence here. And, yeah, you're getting sort of the stuff that we just had, but the humidity builds and you get the pop-up thunderstorms. But we had those this morning, and now it's sunny, but they'll come again this afternoon. All right, take care, Ed, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's start off at the top here. First one I heard this morning, as usual, WAHEXX. This is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil. Sounding good. Thanks for being there, and looks like we're going, for the most part, have a real nice day. And hope you enjoy it. KPMI, WAHEXX.
All right, thank you, Tom, and we'll catch you probably Monday morning. We'll be clear with WA8GXX. Now let's head out to Columbia Station to see what's up with Cliff. N8VFK. This is K8PMI. You're up next on Internet.
K8PMI Internet, N8VFK. Good morning, Phil, and everybody else out there. Here in Columbia Station, I'm at 68 degrees. I got 62 on the dew point, 80% humidity. Barometer's at 29.89 and holding steady right now. A little bit earlier, I got a little bit of rain, just enough to tip the bucket, so I've got 1/100th of an inch. At the radar, it's all kind of moving south and east right now, so it looks like we're going to have clear skies for a while. Just looking for another great day in the summer, enjoying the warmth. And yesterday we got a little bit hot in the afternoon, so I kind of stayed inside on the cool side of the door and got some laundry done. Had to make him an excuse to do that. With that, Phil, I'm going to let you get on down your list and get some good numbers today. K8PMI, N8VFK, 73s, everyone.
All right, 73's right back to you there, Cliff, and you have a great day as well. We'll be clear with N8VFK. Let's stay up on the north coast and get our Lake Erie report from my buddy Scott up there. KE8VOX, this is K8PMI. How's the lake looking?
Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8VOX Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion, Ohio. Well, the lake's got about 1-footers on it. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful day up here on the shoreline. We got the Barometer Net blue going. I don't see any clouds. The lake temperature's gone up a little bit more. It's now at 62.6 degrees here along the lake shore. The air temperature is already at 75.6. No rain for the last 13 days. And the barometer is holding steady at 29.62. And the wind's light and variable out of the southwest between 9 and 5. So it's going to be a nice day. Hopefully Ohio Bike Week's going this weekend, and hopefully that rain they're predicting will stay away. They got a big parade starting at 3 o'clock, I believe, out there in Sandusky. And if it don't rain, I might go up or look like rain or whatever they call that Ohio gets, but might run up there and watch the parade. But there's plenty of motorcycles going right down the road here also. So it's been a busy weekend up here for motorcycles. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I got there, Phil. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for getting me in, and have a great day. KE8 VOX back to net control. 73, everyone.
All right, 73 to you as well there, Scott, and thanks for that report. Yeah, you live in a beautiful area up there. I do like it. So, all right, we'll be clear with KE8 VOX, and I forgot, Ron, I apologize. Hopefully you're not on the treadmill. I'll give you a call now and let you get to your workout. KB8 TPQ, this is K8 PMI.
K8 PMI, this is KB8 TPQ. Good morning, Phil, and all the netizens and the listeners in. Thanks for getting me in, buddy. Yeah, I was standing here waiting to hear from you, and appreciate you taking control of the net and helping everybody get a chance to check in. Was just curious what a record Saturday would be like. I know we've hit the 40s and 50s over the time I've been involved. I just wondered what the record is. Anyway, I'm going to head over to that treadmill and see if I can wear it out or it wears me out. KB8 TPQ, back to net control.
All right, put a little bit of oil on there so it doesn't squeak, and get miles in. Sounds great. And the record, I'm not sure. Gary or KD Dave may know a lot more about the records on it. I believe back in the day they were up in the 60s or 70s, but I believe they also went a lot longer. But not 100% sure, but on Saturdays, if I can get 42, I'm extremely happy. So we'll be clear with KB8 TPQ. Now let's head back to the North Coast and get my buddy Chris up there. KE8 MMY, what do you got for the net this morning? This is K8 PMI.
K8 PMI, I hope I'm seeing my Magic X Mark product. You can pick me up. Just loading up the car and going to go hit Jamie's Flea Market, run a few errands, and come back here and see how much yard work I can get done before it starts raining. That's about all I have for this morning. How are you doing? K8 MMY.
All right, Chris, we copied all of that. A little staticky, but 100% copyable. And have fun at the flea market. I'm doing wonderful, and get that yard work done. I'm going to be doing some of that myself today. We'll be clear with KE8 MMY. Now let's head to the dog pound. I'm going to head on down before K4OG gets out onto the water to catch a fish. But if you can get a tuna down there, Mark, I love that tuna. K4OG, this is K8 PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net. Already took off to his fishing trip, and KE8 SFS was in and out, probably working on his car. So KC8 FQV, you're the lone dog pound member. So you're representing all of them here on the Barometer Net. So KC8FQV, what do you got for the net this morning? This is K8PMI.
All right, leave all the soldiers stand up in the back room, march in the right direction, and our lot. Just did some nets overnight. Didn't plan. Oh, I never know. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I wake up. If I don't. Cat was out all night. Came in about 5 or so. Light came on. I was there, laying, sleeping, and the light came on. The cat must be at the door, or someone must be there. And there she was. She ran in. But, yeah, now is Jim doing his thing today with the family and that, I think. So hopefully that was happening. I thought I heard him in there. But we'll send it back to net. Well, we got the net this afternoon at 1 if they hook it. I don't know what SLG is going to do or who's running it. I know Josh is, I guess, had a couple of things going on, so he ain't going to be there. He has a couple of weeks of different things happening. Well, it's summertime. People have things they're doing, places to go. Yeah, next weekend there's the Ham Fest over in Breeze Shooters in Butler, PA. So there's the next time we can have an eyeball session. So, and the following week is the club meeting. Wow, it comes fast. So we'll send it back to net. That's the 18th. So I think we have our meeting for the noise group on the 15th. So there's plenty of things happening out there in the world of ham radio and activities in the world of the world. So back it comes, Phil, KC8FQV.
All right, thank you very much there, Mark. And we'll be clear with KC8FQV. I apologize, but I forgot the Outlanders. Hopefully Rod and Wendy are still on their walker in range. I believe Rod had the radio. WHAAX, this is K8PMI. You still out there, Rod?
Hey, good morning there, Phil, and to all on the Barometer Net. I am still here. Miss Wendy and Miss Lucy are on the walk with me. This is WHJAX, Portable Pedestrian, and we have a beautiful day starting down here in Jacksonville. Mostly, well, a few clouds up there, but mostly sunny, and we're at 68 degrees currently, and we're headed up to the mid-80s today. A beautiful day. The ocean temperature's at 81 degrees, and the ocean is really quiet today. 3-foot seas out there. That's it's about as quiet as it gets. So, hey, thanks for giving us a call, Bill. Everyone have a great weekend. WHJAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All right, thanks a lot, Rod, and you guys be safe down there and enjoy the weather. And the 81-degree temperature of the ocean there is actually very nice. I can't wait to get down there and swim. With Lake Erie being 61, way too cold. But 80 is a nice temperature, so take a swim for me. Hi. All right, we'll be clear. WHAAX. Let's head out to Tulsa there. Ray, who's running the barometer or the boredom breaker net? And what do you got for the net this morning? K5CFY. This is K8PMI.
K8PMI in the net. K5CFY. Well, you're running the barometer net and doing a great job of it as well. I think the first hour is going to be Mr. Alex on the border breaker net, and I think I had the second hour. Josh has some stuff to do, so I moved from the first hour to the second hour today. So there you go. hope to hear everybody there that can make it, and hope everybody has a great weekend. We are just starting to get sprinkles here. It's supposed to be rainy and all day long, so we'll see. Thanks for jumping in there, Phil. Always enjoy talking to you. Have a great one. K5 CFY.
W8WKY.
All right, Ray, thank you very much. And if Nick links us up, I'll try to get on during your time and say hi as well. Sometimes it's hard because I'm always doing yard work, but if it starts raining, I'll probably jump on. So, K5CFY. Now let's head on out to Randy in Akron. KD8ZSH. I'm saying you got two pups on your lap, one on the floor. You already let them out, and you're relaxing. You're up next on the Barometer Net. Now, try it again here. KD8ZSH, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net. Heard. Mark, WB6BJN, you're going to be up here in about 3 minutes, so you can get ready. I also on the list here because he's always gives his space weather. I'll give him a call here shortly, but I want to pound out these couple others, and then we'll get to our weather. KB8LJ, Chuck, what's going on in North Bedstead there? Still doing beds on the air? This is K8PMI on the Barometer Net.
Hey, K8PMI and the group from KB8LJ. Yeah, I guess I'm doing beds on the air because I'm about to get up and start facing the day. I noticed that my HT is just kind of hot in my hand, and I think the reason for it is the ambient temperature is maybe about 10 to 15 degrees above where it normally is when I'm doing beds on the air, and of course if the ambient temperature goes up, higher temperature. I've got a hand warmer here that I don't want and don't need at this particular point in time. And boy, the sun out there is it's really just bright as bright can be, and I'm getting more of it because my neighbor lady had guys come out and rip a whole bunch of huge oak trees out of her yard. They were all about 90 feet tall and nice biggies, and they came out with a bucket truck and actually 2 cranes, and it took them 2.5 days. And this is a lot that's maybe about 75 feet wide by about 150 feet deep, and it took them all that time to straighten it up. So with that, KB8LJ, back to net.
All right, Chuck, sounds good. And yeah, that's an expensive removal to get those kind of trees down in those tight areas. But sometimes they just get too big and it's a hazard to the house. So you got to do it. So, all right, we'll be clear with KB8LJ. Now let's head on out to Joe in Akron. KE8VQX. I caught you on the blue screen there. What do you got for the net this morning, Joe?
KE8PMI, this is KE8VQX. Good morning, Phil, and everyone on the Saturday edition of the net. Yeah, I see that. You got me. That's awesome. Thanks. Thanks for doing that. I'm glad. I'm always happy when that works. using rag chew because I can't seem to get net logger ever to work. But it's cool that it works. I was just setting my watches signal, and I heard a female voice on there, which means I was also getting the Hawaii signal, which is different today on 10.0 frequency. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, went and got a little flying in yesterday, and the little airplane managed to get that done before it got too windy and bumpy. So that's good. Going to head back down to the airport, Akron-Fulton today, and finish shining up the airplane and cleaning up the hangar a little bit. That's my plan. Anyway, thanks for getting me in again, Phil. This is K8VQX, back to K8PMI and the net.
All right, thanks a lot there, Joe, and it sounds like a great day cleaning up the hangar. So we'll be clear with KE8VQX. Let's head on out to the Joe up in Willoughby. NAJKO, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is NAJKO. Well, we got 74 degrees, 48% humidity here along the beautiful north coast in Willoughby, Ohio. Sunlight, beautiful skies, going to be a great day. Got the chance to go out and cheer our other grandson out on the far west side. His team was absolutely stellar. They took their game, I think it was something like 24-12 or 13. They just nailed that game, but they were gentlemen during every minute, which I'm most proud of. For the day today, got some odds and ends to deal with, and I'm going to be going up. Lake County is having testing this morning, and I'm going up as one of the VEs, so we're doing that in Kirtland today. Then, tomorrow, more baseball. So it's going to be a great weekend, and I will wish the same to everyone on the net. Please take care. God bless you all in 7-3. NAJKO, back to Net Control.
All right, Joe, it sounds like you have your weekend planned, and it sounds like a lot of fun. Can't be any better than spending that time with the grandchildren and the family. So bless you as well. We'll be clear with NAJKO, and now it's time for weather. We're going to hit Mark first, and then we'll go to Bill. So WB6BJN, what's going on out there? This is K8PMI.
Good morning, Phil. Good morning to everybody. You know, every time Joe checks in from Willoughby, Ohio, I always think about that old Twilight Zone, in the Twilight Zone series, A Stop at Willoughby. And what comes to my mind is, next stop, Willoughby, next stop. I had to throw that in. It always comes to mind when he checks into the net. Good morning to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. We're going to have a great weekend down here in Tennessee. Currently, it is 30.04.5 on the barometer and rising. 63.5 degrees. It's getting warm this morning. 63.5, 61 degrees on the dew point. 92% on the humidity. Calm winds. We do have some clouds this morning, partly cloudy skies, and we could get some thunderstorms later today. For Ohio, there could be some afternoon and evening thunderstorms also there. There is some that have come through parts of Ohio this morning. The ones later could be a little more robust, a little more severe with daytime heating if the sun comes out this afternoon. So that's the situation there. Let me take a break.
W8WK.
Daily chances of thunderstorms could happen all the way through about Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Much of the Midwest is coming under that pattern of showers and thunderstorms. The same for the Mid-South, where I am down here in Tennessee. That could start as early as tonight and increase tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. Hot weather. Things are going to get warm. Could get into the 90s in a lot of the upper Midwest, and also in parts of Ohio, Michigan, and even in a lot of humidity with it. So welcome to summer, folks. The high-pressure ridges are bringing that up out of the Gulf. Northern Florida, where Wendy and Rod are going to have a great weekend. It's going to be clear, but it is going to be warm. Cooler on the West Coast until sometime later next week, and then high pressure rebuilds into the West Coast, and they will have warmer temperatures as well. So summer is moving into the nation. It's going to get warm, it's going to get muggy, and chances of thunderstorms from time to time. Back to you there, Phil, WB6BJ.
All right, thanks a lot there, Mark. We'll be clear with WB6BJN. Appreciate it, and you have a great weekend, 73. Let's head on out to Wakeman, see if Bill's out there for our space weather. I didn't see him log in, but doesn't mean he's not out there on RF. NAWS, this is K8PMI. You out there, Bill? All right, nothing heard, so maybe Bill will get in here a little bit later. I want to recognize John, WATD. He checked in and out on the blue screen, and that brings me to the bottom of the list and the bottom of the hour. We have more people that just rolled out of the rack, got their cup of coffee, turned on their radio, and is ready to check in. So this is the WAWKY Sarah
November 8, Juliet Kilo Oscar, recheck.
Alpha India 5, Quebec AI 5Q.
Kilo Echo 8, Uniform India Bravo KE8 UIB John, mobile.
Whiskey 8, Papa Kilo Tango, Bill in Lakewood, mobile, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry down in Ellenboro, West Virginia. I'll be in and out this morning, Phil. 73's to you and all, KF8 ERZ.
November 8, November Hotel Mobile, in and out.
This is K8PMI. Am I getting out now?
Yep.
I apologize for that, guys. It seemed like we had a major crash, and my node didn't like it. I had to reboot it, so I apologize. This is K8PMI. Let's do that round of check-ins again, please, because I got nothing on it, and I saw people were calling in. So again, I apologize. Can you? I'm listening, so give me a call. This is K8PMI.
November 8, Juliet Kilo Oscar, recheck.
Alpha India 5, Quebec AI 5Q.
Kilo, Uniform, India, Bravo, KE8, UIB, John, Mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry down in Ellenboro, West Virginia. I'll be in and out this morning, Phil. 73s to you and all. KF8ERZ.
KF8 AHI Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Hotel India Mike Barberton. I am in and out.
All right, let me pick it up there. Barberton Station that was in and out. Can you please repeat your call?
KF8 AHI Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Hotel India.
I got you. Thank you very much for your in and out. Then I had an in and out station that crashed with them that I got PTQ. If that's you, can you come back with your call?
Whiskey 8, Papa Kilo Tango, Bill in Lakewood, Mobile, in and out.
All right, I got you. Thank you very much. I got Terry, KF8, EZR, in and out. I got you, UIB, your mobile. I'll get right to you, AI5Q. And I got a recheck for Joe, NHAKO. Go ahead.
Thank you for the recheck, Set Control. Yeah, for the station that mentioned the Twilight Zone episode, that was Last Stop Willoughby. In fact, very interesting, Willoughby, Ohio has embraced that, and they celebrate Last Stop Willoughby as a festival on this year, Saturday, August 8th. There is references on the net, on the web to take a look at the information for it. But, oh yeah, Willoughby, Ohio has embraced that, so they celebrate Last Stop Willoughby every year. Just a piece of information for the group. And back to Net Control with appreciation for allowing me to recheck. NHAKO, back to Net Control.
All right, thanks a lot there, Joe, for that information. I did not know that. We'll be clear with NHAKO. Let's get out to KE8UIB. Jairus, you're up next. So, what do you got for us, UIB?
K8PMI from KE8UIB, along with K8DT. Good morning, Phil. Everybody on the net.
Good morning, Phil, and everybody on the net. Happy Saturday.
All right. We are doing this bright, sunshiny Saturday drive here into Hartville. We are going to work a few hours this morning, and I got a busy week next week, so I'm hoping I get a few hours in today and get a jump start on next week. I'll have a lighter work week. That's hopefully the plan. So keep my fingers crossed, stay motivated, and shoot for the skies, I guess. But with that, it is Saturday. I'm hoping everybody has a super Saturday. And if I do get out of work in enough time before the rain, I might sneak down to downtown Massillon by home and check out the car show. This is KE8UIB along with KF8GTP. We are living that $5 dream a day at a time. 7-3, y'all. Thanks for front of the net, Phil.
All right, thanks a lot, John and Lori, and go ahead and earn those nickels. All right, let's head on over to Jared, AI5Q. This is K8PMI. How things going with you, Jared?
Well, good morning, Phil, and everyone on the net. Things are going pretty well. I woke up about 5:45 my time and caught the tail end of the pre-net and been listening along. Just heard some thunder in the background there, so I think we're going to get some rain. Hopefully it doesn't come too early. The kids, a couple of them have pre-swim checks for summer camp so that they can get that out of the way before they show up at camp and have to wait in line with 800 other scouts. So they try and do it as a troop ahead of time, get everybody a jump start on that kind of thing so that they can go swimming when they want at whatever level they're at. And next weekend, we're putting out flags for Flag Day. We just did it for Memorial Day, got Flag Day, got to put them up and then take them back down and then put them back up for 4th of July. So we're going to be busy with flags, and that doesn't start till next weekend, though. So we got to charge up the battery on the drill to anchor them in the ground for the new ones and hopefully find all the PVC sleeves for the old ones. But anyway, that's all that's going on here. Hoping it doesn't rain too early, but we don't really need the water. We just got a couple of deluges, and they were having to pump out the retention ditch behind my house into the neighborhood here. And kids gathered up probably a couple thousand frog eggs and put them in a bucket and are waiting on them to hatch so they can see some tadpoles. And I said, well, they're probably not going to live very long, but there you go. Having frog eggs for dinner, maybe. AI5Q, back to you, Phil.
All right, thanks a lot, Jairus. I'd prefer something smoked. I don't think I could eat the frog eggs. But all right, you have a great day. We'll be clear with AI5Q, and that brings me to the bottom of the list. This is W8WKY, Sarah Barometer Net Control Operators Phil, K8PMI, and I'm listening for check-ins. There was a mobile station that tried to get in last round that was not very good reception, so hopefully I can catch you this one. You're a little closer to the repeater. So give me a call now. I'm listening. This is K8PMI.
KE8, H&K Mobile, I'll be in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, Christian in Bath.
Phil, K7, just give me an RF signal instead of Allstar. It's coming through Newberry. So Newberry's up and running. WB.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, I want to thank Mark for now checking in on RF the way it should be, KC8FQV. Thank you very much. And thank you, KE8HNK, for your in and out. You drive safely. And let's head on over to Christian, KF6POE. What do you got for the net this morning?
Good morning, everyone on the net. Hopefully everybody's having a nice Saturday. I'm headed into work here. Gonna do that, but at least I'll get off a little bit early in time to catch all of the rain and such that's coming in. Looks like it's going to be a fun one, you know. Hopefully it won't last long. I'm sure we'll be wishing we had bigger air conditioners very soon. So we just got to take it as it comes. Great hearing you, Phil, and everybody else here this morning. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth, sending it back to net control, 73s.
All right, we'll be clear with Christian. Thank you very much for checking in. Sorry you have to go to work, but you got to be able to pay the bills. So we'll be clear with KF6 POE. You have a great day. I just want to hit a couple announcements here. We do have a VE test session today at Rittman Fire Department. So if you want to upgrade your license or get a new one, go on the website at w8wky.org, and it has all the information there. Also, we got our field day T-shirts that are on the website as well to get your order in, and also field day that's coming up June 27th and 28th at St. Andrew's Church. Sign up for when you can work, and Josh has it all organized there, and hopefully we score pretty well again at field day. All right, with that, I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for check-ins. Call them out, please.
Alpha Delta 8
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Oscar Golf KF8 EOG Pete Leroy Township.
Kilo 8 Charlie Whiskey Sierra K8 CWS Corbin and Columbus. Good morning.
All right, let me pick it up there. All right, I got you, Pete, KE8 EOG. That was the only one I was able to pull out. You crashed with someone else, and I'm going to need you to call back, but I did get Corbin K8 CWS. So that other station, can you repeat your call?
AD8 KD Alpha Delta 8 Kilo Delta Brian Akron.
All right, I got you, Brian. AD8 KD, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Well, good morning. First time on the net. I've been listening for a little bit. It's pretty cool. Just wish everyone a blessed day. It's a beautiful day here in Akron. I'm going to rest up and take it easy, play a little radio, and not do much of anything. So everyone have a blessed day. 7-3, first time on the net. Glad to jump in. Thank you very much. Back to net control.
Well, thank you for joining us, Brian, and please be a regular. We do run Monday through Saturday, starting at 7 o'clock. You can even get in earlier at 6:30, like Jim runs his pre-net. And the more check-ins we get, the better it is. We always try to have internal contests with the NCO to see how many we can get. So we do enjoy the check-ins. So you take care, Brian. We'll be clear with KD8 KD. Let's head on over. I might have got the call wrong because it said Pete. I had KE8 EOG, but I think that's wrong. Pete, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Oscar Golf KF8 EOG Pete Leroy Township. I just turned on the radio, so I'm not even sure who the NCO is here this morning. And it's a little bit breezy, sunny and clear. I got to sleep in till 7 o'clock here and wanted to jump on real quick. I've got to get out here before we get these heavy storms and try to get the lawn mowed and get some of the edging done and a bunch of the yard work. It takes me a little longer to do things these days, but anyways, with that, I'll turn it back to net control, and if you could spit me out your call sign there so I can add you in my list of who I talked to today. KF8 EOG, back to net control.
All right, Pete, sorry about that. It's Kilo 8 Papa Mike India. I do every other Saturday and for the Barometer Net. I don't think I've talked to you before either, but welcome aboard, and keep checking in with us. So we'll be clear with KF8 EOG, and now let's head on down to Columbus. Corbin, K8, another K8 brother, K8 CWS. This is K8 BMI.
Good morning, my fellow K8 brother and the rest of the Barometer Net. Hope everybody is doing well this morning. Let's see, the other day I pulled up the weather, and then, because I don't yet have a proper weather station, so, I'm relying on hyper local weather. And I realized the other day I definitely read off the wrong city. And now it's pulling up the wrong city for me, too. So bear with me, folks. Okay, we have 71 degrees, 7 miles an hour out of the southwest, 70% humidity, 2994 on the barometer, 61-degree dew point, and a high of 86 today. I'm afraid the Memorial Tournament might get a little blustery out there. So hopefully they can stay dry, because I want to watch the tournament today and not watch replays of last year's or something. Some other amazing news for the folks that maybe were around yesterday. They might have heard that we had an offer in on a house, and I'm pleased to report that they accepted. So we are officially in contract on a home, which is mind-blowing and very exciting. So inspection is tomorrow, so we're going to go get that done, and then on to the next thing. So we won't be moving in until the end of the summer if everything goes the way it's supposed to, because the owners need some time. We don't mind some time, so we have a ways to go here, but still very exciting. So with that, I will send it back to Net Control. This is K8CWS. Thanks so much for picking me up. I appreciate it. Everybody have a superb Saturday. K8CWS clear.
All right, Corbin, congratulations on the new home. That's awesome, so congratulations. We'll be clear with K8CWS. That brings us to the bottom of the list. We're almost to the top of the hour. This net went by pretty quick. Nice net going on this morning. So anybody else that wants to check in, this is K8PMI on the W8WKY Barometer Net Saturday morning edition, and I'm listening.
Foxtrot in from Avon, Ohio.
Kilo Charlie 8, November Oscar Victor, KC8, NOV Marty Mobile, Nolan, in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. Marty, I got you, KC8NOV. The station in Avon, I believe it was KF8FW. I got you. You crashed with somebody else. Whoever that was, can you come back, please?
Good morning. This is Mark in Twinsburg, Kilo Echo 8, November Mike Zulu, KE8, NMZ, mobile.
All right, I got you. KE8, NMZ. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil, and good morning, the rest of the net. It's nice hearing you, Phil. You do a really great job on this net. You make me want to call in anytime I hear it. Fortunately, oftentimes I'm sleeping in on Saturdays, but today I'm not. I'm actually going to meet your nephew for breakfast, one of your nephews. So that's what got me up and on the road this morning. Been listening for about the last 45 minutes or so. And then after that, I'm going to head down to Firestone Stadium in Akron for my niece's softball tournament game. I don't know what level it is, but it's pretty advanced at this point. I think they're almost at the states pretty soon here. Or maybe I'm wrong and this is the state game. I'm not even sure, but I'll be there for a little bit. And then I've got ships on the air tonight. The USS Cod, my crew, and I will be operating the overnight shift starting at 1800 hours local time. So looking forward to that. And with that, I will say 73 and back to net. Thanks, Phil.
All right, thanks a lot, Mark. You have a great time, and say hi to my nephew. And we'll be clear with K8NMZ. And let's head out to Avon. KF8FW, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil, and everybody on the net. This is KF8FW Jim from Avon, and good to be here on the Barometer Net. I haven't been on very much lately at all. I had travel, had an Alaskan cruise for my 30th anniversary, and been so wrapped up with family stuff. I picked up some stuff at Camp Benson, and just now I'm getting to really test out my 168 UV that I picked up for the first time on RF. So hopefully it's true up. But just a really busy time. Hoping the weather holds out. But doesn't look too promising. But I hope everybody has a great day, a fun and safe weekend. 73 KF8 FW. Back to Tech Control.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. You have a great day as well. We'll be clear with KF8FW. That brings me to the bottom of the list. I'll keep going as long as people keep checking in. So this is a W8WKY Barometer Net Saturday morning edition. Your net control operators, Phil, K8PMI, and I'm listening.
KF8XW. A little bit different. KF8XW in Doylestown.
Kilo Zulu 8 Tango Golf, KZ8TG, Tim and Navarre.
November 8 Whiskey Sugar Bill in New London.
November 8 Yankee Mike Yankee, N8YMY, John, actually in Mount Eaton.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, I got 8XW, I got 8TG, I got N8WS, and YMY. I will start off at the top. First one I heard, KF8XW. That's a different call sign there. So I don't think I've talked to you, but go ahead. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Okay, glad to join in net this morning. KF8 X-Ray Whiskey. I think that last call was KF8 Sierra Whiskey. You've never heard that one before, but old advanced call from the early 90s. Good to meet you. I know Tim, who's right after me there, KZ8GT. Anyway, I'm traveling south on Route 21, and it's been raining in Copley. The highway's all wet, so it has been raining already. And must have been a little bit of dip in the barometer to cause that. Anyway, just joining the net here, traveling south, go do some home improvements on the parents' house, and that'll be fun. So good to meet everybody, and congratulations to the guy just prior who bought a house. That's an impressive accomplishment these days. It's not so easy to find one, buy one, and get a price that you like. Okay. Tim and let's be Clinton right about now. KF8XW, 73.
W8WKY.
All right, we'll be clear with KF8XW. And if you're headed north, it's sunny. I'm in extreme northern Summit County, right at the border of Cuyahoga. And we have sunshine and 72 degrees. So with that, let's head on down to my buddy Tim, KZ8TG. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Morning, Phil, and morning, Tim, and everybody on the net. Haven't talked to you in a little bit, Tim, but it's good to hear you. Congratulations to the guy that bought the house. It's a process, and it's not easy. My youngest boy called me last night, and he's living out in New Mexico, and he finally got a good, what I call a good job. He used to be like a temp and all these short-term contracts and stuff. So he got a job, so all kinds of cool stuff's happening. But, yeah, I just wanted to jump on here. I know, Phil, you probably going to scold me for missing my turn earlier, but that seems to be the one thing I'm good at in life. So everybody's got to be good at something, right? All right, Phil, back to you. Everybody have a good one. KZ8TG.
All right, it's not a problem, Tim. If I hear you on the radio, you get on the log. But I didn't catch you this morning. I had to reboot my node, and it was a little bit of time before I got back to it. But that's the mix. All right, we'll be clear with KZ8TG. Bill, I'll be right to you. You're next. I want to get John in here real quick. Sounds like he's out camping. N8YMY, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI, N8YMY. Yeah, I actually did something this morning that I don't do very often. That's slept right through the morning pre-net and beginning of the Barometer Net. I was up about 5 o'clock, but I ended up falling back asleep. We are out here at the Evergreen RV Resort in Mount Eaton, which is just a kind of a glamping little campground with an indoor heated pool and hot tub and a really nice little game room, and it's all real manicured, nice little place. I don't know if you've ever been out this way or not, Phil, but it's right in the heart of Amish country, so you can go any which way you want, and you can pretty much see buggies and horses everywhere. We ate dinner last night at Mrs. Yoder's down in Mount Hope, which is kind of a local place, really good Amish food. But we got the granddaughter with us this weekend, and we're just hanging out, and looks like it might rain off and on, so I don't know what we're going to do. We was going to go down to Walnut Creek and go to the farm, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So anyhow, everybody have a great day, and get out and enjoy the weather while you can. N8YMY.
All right, John, you deserve it. You work a lot of hours, so relax, enjoy, take naps, and have fun with the grandchild. That's always a blast. We'll be clear with N8YMY. Let's head on out and get our space weather. N8WS. Bill, what do you got for us this morning? This is K8PMI.
K8PMI in the group, N8WS. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all in that. Yeah, he's right. I got my extra class in 1996. I started out in 1973 as a novice, WN8ORV. General, then advanced. 96, I upgraded to extra. And I've been on the air ever since. Okay, let me break for time and reset everything. Okay, air quality index this morning is a 153. Oh, I'm sorry, 53, not 153, just my handwriting. Tropo is at 2 to 5, depending on where you live in Ohio. My sunrise, 5:55, sunset, 9 o'clock, length of day, 14 hours, 15 hours. We're right on the head. Solar flux indices at 141, sunspot number 124. Geomagnetic field is active. I got 67 degrees this morning, kind of warm. Humidity 81%, wind speed south at 9. Barometer 2992, 2.61 degrees, visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is showers and thunderstorms likely. 10 showers and possibly thunderstorms after 4 p.m. High near 84. Southwest wind around 15 miles an hour and gusts as high as 28. Chance of precipitation is 80%. New rainfall amounts between 10 and a quarter of an inch expected. Higher amounts possible in thunderstorms. And spaceweather.com. Where'd you go? Well, I know where to find you. Right there. Okay. Takes a second to get in there. That's not the right one. Not what I asked for. Disappointing cannibal CME. Cannibal CME struck Earth on June 5th, 0511 UTC. Normally, such a CME would spark strong geomagnetic storms, but this one did not. Internal magnetic fields were relatively weak, so the CME's interaction was mostly minor. Category G1. Indeed, we have not yet received any aurora photos from this event, a disappointing outcome for skywatchers. And watch Venus and Jupiter converge this weekend. If the clouds lift anytime, look to the setting of the sun and you'll see that. Currently there's 8 sunspot groups on the sun. That's about it for me. Everybody have a great weekend. PMI in the group, 7-3 everyone, NAWS.
All right, thank you very much, Bill. Another outstanding report. We'll be clear with N8WS. Brings me to the bottom of the list. I got 40 check-ins. I think we're going to do over 42 on 2 Saturdays in a row. That's awesome. So all the people that just rolled out of the rack and turned on their radio and got their hot cup of coffee, why don't you give me a call? This is K8PMI on the WAWKY Sarah Barometer Net Saturday morning edition, and I'm listening.
Here is Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar EB8MO Mobile, Newberry Township.
Kia F8 Serpa Toaster, Martin Monfort, recheck.
Please copy. Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra AA8 CS. Gary in Fairlawn. Yeah, I just rolled out of the rack.
Bill, will you recheck KC8FQV?
All right, I'll pick it up there.
Delta Tango Papa, N8DTP, Don and Canton, in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. I got an in and out from Don, N8DTP. Is that correct, Don?
You said it right. November Delta Tango N8.
All right, I got you. Thank you very much. I got you, Gary. I got Mark SFS, and I got FQV for a recheck. Andy's mobile up there. I'm going to get to Andy here first because every time he's mobile and checks in, he's only got like a 2-minute ride, it seems like. So AB8MO, this is K8PMI. What do you got for the net, Andy, and what's going on?
W8WKY.
Okay. Well, you're right. In the morning, generally, my commutes are pretty short, which is nice. As a matter of fact, I'm about halfway to Chardon, just passing Geauga Hospital, the home of the 146.94 repeater. I'm actually looking at the, let's see, I think it's that 4-bay, there's a 4-bay folded dipole at the top of the tower, and I'm pretty sure that's the repeater antenna. It's up there pretty high. 146.94, you could even get it down in Akron. Doesn't quite have the coverage that 147.015 has, but it covers pretty good. So, and topography is very good for that repeater, too. It's up there it's right there at the, well, if you know where Giada Hospital is, you know it's at the top of a hill. So, it's on top of a 300-foot tower on top of a hill. So, it covers pretty good. So, all the information you ever want to know about a repeater that nobody on this net will probably ever try. Let's see here. Another gorgeous morning. It looks like it rained at my house last night. As I'm going north, it's dry. But it definitely rained at my QTH, which I'm happy about because we've had close to probably over a week without rain. So we could actually use some of it, even though we had such a soggy May, for sure. It was very, very wet, as we all know, but we're in a much drier pattern now. But I'm sure Mark has already covered that. So I got to take the chainsaw to get repaired. The handle fell off. One of the there's a couple shock absorber gaskets. One of them broke, and those gaskets help the stability of the handle. So it's really not safe to use right now. So I'm going to drop it off at the lawn and garden place. Probably have to shovel out I would guess at least $100 for the repair. Probably more than that. Nothing's cheap anymore. So that's all I got, which is probably more than you wanted to hear. Back to you there, Phil. Thanks for picking up the net this morning as I'm hitting State Route 44 and US 322 Mayfield Road. Still called Mayfield Road out here. Our gas is $4.51 a gallon. I'm probably not going to fill up there, although that sure beats the heck out of $5 a gallon. K8PMI. This is AB8MO Mobile.
All right, Andy, you have a great day, and find a cheaper station. That seems a little high. All right, we'll be clear with AB8MO. Let's get to our rechecks real quick. First one I heard is KE8SFS. Mark, you told me in and out, and now you're back. What's going on?
I went to bed. I told you the in and out. I just woke up just in time to get back in here and talk with you. We got 68 degrees here. Going to get up to 81 today. And 1% chance of rain. Then we're going to drop down to 68 tonight. Still like 68. And the wind is 12 miles per hour west-southwest. I don't have a gas price, so I can't give you zero. I'm going to drop that for a bit. Well, that car, there's something in the computer, he said. And then we might have to get a new computer. Man, what the heck? Why did it have to happen to me? You know, some things are expensive, a computer. I don't know if I got enough money for one. You know? And, why does it always happen to me on these things? But anyhow, going okay and everything. Just laying on my bed right now and listening to you guys talking and everything. And going good. With that, I'll give that to you, Phil. You're running the net good. Kia at 8, sir, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for the call there, Mark. I guess it's safe to walk on the sidewalks for a little bit longer till you figure out the car problems. But hopefully you get that fixed. I don't know much about computers and all that with the cars, but I wish I could help you on that, but I don't know that stuff. So we'll be clear with KE8SFS. Let's get on over to KC8FQV for a recheck. Go ahead, Mark.
Good morning, Phil, again. Yeah, I've been out to that Evergreen. I was out there in March. And not this year, last year in March. Because the kids went out there, my sister's two kids went out there camping, and they went out there camping. And we went out for the day. And I'm going to switch over to the little practice. Well, I'm going to stay there. But it was something that, we had the whole park to ourselves. One other family was there. And I went swimming inside. Yeah, in March. Yeah, they have heated, they have the, for the camp, you have the heated yard hydrants, and then they had the hose that's heated, so they had city hookup. And the one boy didn't bring the city hookup. Well, he had the city hookup, but he didn't have the heated hose. But since they were both there, they just filled the tank up and then moved it back and forth. But that was something to be inside it. And it was like a private pool for us that weekend. So, yeah, it's a nice place out there. So I'll send it back to Net. And, hey, we got to welcome Gary, AHCS, to the morning Saturday check-in. Hey, but we'll send it back your way, Phil, KSFQV.
All right, thank you very much, Mark, and we'll be clear with KC8FQV. Now we're going to number 42 on the list, the legendary Custom Select AA8CS, who's only checked in, I think, to one of my other Saturday nets. He avoids me like the plague. AA8CS, this is K8PMI. Welcome aboard.
Good morning, Phil, Sarah, and friends. Legendary in my own mind. There you go, Phil. Thank you for that. Actually, Phil, I don't avoid you like the plague. I just avoid ungodly hours like the plague. That's all. Never been a morning person. Never. I got to tell you a story. When I was teaching at Wadsworth High School, my principal would give me planning period first period of the day because he knew better than to turn me loose on children, on kids that early. Yeah, it's ugly for all of us. Anyway, that being said, there's life before 8 o'clock, I guess. I guess there is. Anyway, it's good to be here. The puppies woke me up this morning. My daughter made it to Lisbon finally, and boy, that's a story. But I won't bore everybody with that this morning. But anyway, I'm glad she made it, and all is good. Looking forward to a little rain today. Maybe the lawn, I think, certainly needs it. Everything is still very nicely greened up because of all the rain we had. But it's hard to say it, or hard to. Yeah, it really is hard to think that we need rain. But Andy was right about that. We could definitely use a little drink, that's for sure. All right, Phil, good to hear you this morning. I don't avoid you. I really don't. I just avoid the early hours. But I did manage a cup of coffee before I checked in. I want you to know that. All right, 73, my friend. You take care. Great job. Great Saturday. You and Stefan and whoever else is doing Saturday mornings have really gone a long way with it. This is AA8CS, back to Net. 73, everybody. And Phil, have a scintillating Saturday.
All right, we'll be clear with AA8CS. I can't even say the word scintillating Saturday, but I guess I'll have one. All right. Thanks a lot, Gary, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, that brings me to the bottom of the list 43 check-ins, not bad for a Saturday. I'll do a last call for anybody that wants to get in on the log here, and then we'll send it over to Carrie. So this is K8PMI on the WAWKY Sarah Barometer Net Saturday morning edition. Last call. I'm listening.
That's November 8, November Yankee India Mobile.
Whiskey 8 Echo Lima Mike Mobile in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Charlie Foxtrot Charlie Randy Drumsville in and out.
November 8, November Yankee India Mobile.
Zulu Romeo in and out. Good morning, Phil.
Whiskey 2 Juliet Lima Sierra John in Fairlawn.
All right, let me pick it up there real quick. John in Fairlawn, I keyed up right when you were speaking, and I doubled with myself, I guess. Can you repeat your call, John?
Roger, Roger. It's Whiskey 2 Juliet Lima Sierra W2JLS John over here up the road from Alpha Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra in Fairlawn.
And ZZR, can you repeat your prefix, please? For some reason, I can't remember it.
Hey, good morning, Phil. It's Kilo Echo 8 Zulu Romeo Harry in Wadsworth. I'll be in and out.
All right, I got you. In and out. Thanks, Harry. I also got an in and out from KF8, CFC, and WAELM. I'll go to the top here, N8NYI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning. My name is Paul Papa Alpha Uniform Lima. Just popping through. I'm just I'm right now just coming through Burton and heading down, actually south down Rapids Road to a meeting. So outdoor meeting, annual meeting. So thought I would say hello and good morning, all. This is November 8, November Yankee India Mobile.
Well, thank you very much, Paul, and don't be a stranger. Keep checking in with us. We'll be clear with N8NYI. Next up on the list is N8N. Oh, I wrote it down twice. N8Y. Okay, so I'll skip that one. My bad. And we got John, W2JLS. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
W2JLS entering the fray. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I would have more callers, but I guess a lot of those were in and out. I was thinking I might make it down to the radio room. As it is, I'm just up here finishing up kitchen stuff, taking care of breakfast for my son, who's about ready to get up and head off to the country club for his work day. And yeah, I've been listening in all morning. So it's not a function of not being up on time. I've just been hanging out listening. And I know you're approaching 50. You might get lucky, maybe you can go for 52, get a deck of playing cards out of the mix. Maybe if you stick around long enough, you know how decks of playing cards end with a couple of jokers. Maybe you can go for 54. Anyway, good, Nat. I wanted to jump in to contribute to this pile up here this morning. W2JLS passing it back. Have a wonderful day on your ears.
well, thanks a lot, John. We'll be clear with W2JLS. Yeah, maybe I can hit 50. I'll do another last call. I'm at 48. I've never hit 50 on a Saturday, so that'd be pretty good. I know we got some people driving around that just want to check in and say hi. So one last call. This is the WAWKY Sarah Barometer Net. Net Control Operators Phil, K8PMI, and I'm listening.
This is Alpha Bravo 8, Alpha Victor, AB8AV. I'm mobile, and I'm going to be in and out, Phil. Nice talking to you.
Kilo Delta 8, Lima Delta Golf, Don in Richfield. In and out.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8HRF, Josh Akron.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, I got Joe, AB8AV. I got KD8LDG. Thank you very much. And Josh, W8HRF. What do you got for the net this morning? I guess you're not running the boredom breaker. And are we linking up anyhow? Why don't you give us some information on that? This is K8PMI.
K8PMI, W8HRF. Good morning, Phil. Good to hear you. I was listening on YouTube for a little bit here, and as you approached the double nickel, the 55 mark, I'm like, I got to jump on this bandwagon and push him over it for, help try to push him over it for a Saturday. That's awesome. So, but yeah, I am not going to be able to run the Boredom Breaker Net today, probably. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to make it today. I told Mr. Ray because I am heading to my buddy's house to help him with his pole barn before the rain comes later this afternoon. We'll have to see how much we get done. But that is the plan. So appreciate them, appreciate Mr. Ray being so flexible. That is an awesome perk about the Boredom Breaker Net is they love the help and they're very flexible. So, and it's a lot of fun. So if anybody's interested, I'm sure they would love more net control ops. I don't know if we're going to link up. Sometimes Nick's in the mood and will link us up. So I don't know if I'm driving home or something, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. What else is going on? Let me let this drop. I'll do my obligatory, I don't know how many days till field day. Let's see if I can do math. I think it's 21, yeah, it's 21 days till field day. 21 sleeps, everybody. And the sign-ups are up on the website. So go ahead and grab some operating time slots. Should be a good time. I got around, Phil, I was playing with FT8 all night last night until about 3 in the morning. So I think I finally have it figured out. I'm not so, I don't know, I just wasn't interested before. And now it's like, okay, I can do this. So got that all set up on the 991A and made some contacts. I even set up Grid Tracker, which is awesome. So I think I've only got 9 more states till worked all states. So that gives me a goal to work towards. So I'm thrilled about that. So, all right, Phil, I'll let you go because I know it's getting late in the day here for you. And the net is running long, so we'll say 7-3, K8PMI, W8HRF. Hope you have a good Saturday, Phil.
All right, Josh, thanks a lot, and hopefully you have a great Saturday as well, and thank you very much, and thank you for what you do for the club. We appreciate it. We'll be clear with W8HRF. Well, I got 2 minutes till the bottom of the hour, so I'll do, this is the last call on the WAWKY Sarah Barometer Net. Net Control Operators Phil, K8PMI. Anybody else want to get on the log? I'm listening.
This is KB8LJ, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, in and out.
All right, I got KB8LJ. I already had you on the list there, Chuck, but thank you very much. And KEAYUK, thanks a lot, Lucy, and you have a great day, and thanks for the check-in. That first caller, why don't you try coming back? I couldn't pick anything out of that.
KD8 SPF, Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Papa Foxtrot, Hartville Flea Market Portable.
KD8 SPF, you're up. What do you got for the net, and how's the flea market going?
I'm looking at a 442 Jeep with a fully functioning transmitter receiver, Collins, owned by a 90-year-old gentleman. Absolutely fantastic display.
That sounds pretty cool. Is he selling that thing?
No, it's just here on display. They're having a Jeep festival at the flea market today. I'm on a boat handheld portable here at the flea market.
Well, you're hitting the repeater pretty good, and thanks for checking in. You got anything else?
No, we're gonna sit here and spend some money. This is KD8 SPF Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Papa Foxtrot.
All right, thank you very much. We'll be clear with KD8 SPF. Carrie, you're up, number 54. We got a deck of cards and 2 jokers for you. W8CTM, this is K8PMI. You want to close us down?
Good morning, Phil, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this scintillating Saturday morning. Boy, the sun was shining here pretty brightly just a couple minutes ago. Now I don't know what it's doing, but we did pick up a little rain here about 5:45 this morning, picked 0.05 of an inch up, and that's probably just the start of what we'll get later on today, but it a little bit helps. It's been over a week and a half or so since we've had any rain. Good, but we got a little bit this morning. Anyway, so great net this morning. I think I don't know what, I know we're in the 50s, 54 or something like that. Almost got the double nickel today. That's, boy, that'd be something for a Saturday to get a double nickel in there. But even anything in the 50s is great for a Saturday morning. You know, we're sometimes lucky to get 30. Anyway, great net, and hope everybody enjoyed it as much as I did here listening to it today. It was really good. Anyway, Phil, that's about all I have. I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do every day. And today here in Akron is Blimp Day. It's starting. Akron is, I don't know, but the Goodyear blimps will be flying all over Akron here this morning. They have 2 blimps up, I believe they said, and it's the 101st year of the blimp being around, and I think that's why Akron started their annual Blimp Day on June 6th of every year. So if you're out in Akron, look up in the skies. You'll probably see the blimp sometime this morning. So enjoy that. Well, Phil, that's all I have. So I'll say 73 and turn it back to you there, buddy. And great job, man. It was a good, really a great net for a Saturday, especially. You know, we usually don't get the check-ins here like we did today. It was really just a really great net. Anyway, have a good one, everybody, and I'll say 73 again. Here is W8CTM. turning it over to K8PMI, and Phil, you can wrap it up here. And like I said, great net. Everybody have a good day out there. 73, and back to you, Phil.
All right, thank you very much, Kerry. We'll be clear with W8CTM, and I'll close this thing down. Great net, 54 check-ins. The Barometer Net is a tradition that goes back almost 30 years when a local group of amateurs got together in the morning to discuss their weather station data. We are grateful to all those who have come before us. Garlock K8BYR, Dorothy WB8JTW, Tom K8DF, and our net control emeritus Ron KD8CVS. Over the years, the Barometer Net has grown to be a morning staple for local hands to stay in contact, share real-time traffic, gas price information, and community announcements. This net meets regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. and runs for about an hour. Successful nets rely on your participation, so please be a regular check-in. From the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the W8WKY repeater, we're at 147 Mark 39 megahertz in Doylestown, Ohio. We now return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. 73, everybody, and God bless. This is K8PMI.
W8WKY.